Okay, hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. I need you all to respond, please.
Yes, Joseph.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
You had a great weekend?
Great. Yeah, great weekend.
Brilliant. Sorry? Okay. I just want you to imagine a situation. The situation is that you are moving to a new city. So, what are some of the things that you would do when you are moving into a new city? I will start with Kajal, and then you can. I have. I would like three of you to answer. So Kajal, you can nominate the next person, and so on as we've been doing. Yes, Kajal.
So yes, if thank you for giving me this chance firstly. And if I'm planning to move to a new city, firstly, I'd look for an accommodation that would
Okay.
come first to my mind.
All
In
right.
managing the expenses, as in the uh, standard of living over there, also
Mhm.
my work, how to get work over there, and things like that would come to my mind.
All right. Brilliant. You want to nominate somebody else?
Okay, I'll nominate Amrita ma'am.
Okay. Amrita.
Okay, if I'm moving to a new city, first thing that I would do is to call up someone whom I know who is pretty close by, so that I can get some reference to find out a good place to stay and to get to know about the city, how to commute around and things like that. So that's something that I would do. Yes,
Okay. Great. You want to nominate somebody?
I would nominate Jason.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Amrita. So whenever I wish to move to a new city, so the first thing I do is that no, I'll go through the Google map of that city, so I can find out the most important spots where I need to go, like food hubs, as well as to know about the commutation facilities like bus stand and railway station. So that's something that always I look forward when I move to a new city.
All
Okay,
right.
thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Kajal, Amrita, and Jason. I have a question for Mangaleshwari. So, all three of them spoke about one common thing. Can you share with me what
Yes,
you think?
Jason.
What do you think?
Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah, what do you think? What was that one common element that Kajal, Jason, and Amrita mentioned? You want to give it a go? Are you writing on the in the chat box? Oh, okay, fine. Okay, please go ahead. You can type on the chat box, no worries. Oh, okay, fine. So I'll then move on to Suniti. What is that one common element that all three of them spoke about when I asked them about what is it that they would be looking for if they moved into a new city?
They were all looking at something that probably would make their first, uh, make their stay comfortable.
All right. Okay. So all of them said about staying, about accommodation. So, Tripura, you want to take a guess what you think the snippet is going to be that we are going to be listening to? What do you think it's going to be about? Sorry?
No, I didn't say anything. Maybe about the whole plan, or else the
About
purpose of whole plan, or else the purpose of moving,
okay, about a purpose of moving. Mercy?
moving, and how long they
Okay.
will be stay there, and what is the purpose, and
All right.
yeah.
Fine.
Thank you.
Mercy, what do you
Hi,
think
Joseph. I'm
would
really sorry.
would the
I'm just
snippet?
faintly here. Just give me 2 minutes.
Right, just give me 2 minutes. I'll
Okay,
be back.
fine.
I'm really sorry. I'm trying to join actually.
No worries.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Just 2 minutes.
so
Sorry.
all right. Amrita, you want to take any guess?
Probably if it's a dialogue, then it could be a dialogue between the person who wants to rent the house and with the real estate person. Could
All
be
right.
that.
So I'm not going to spill the beans, but we'll just wait and see what it is. We'll listen to the conversation. One thing is, yes, it's a conversation between two people. There is one word that I would like us to focus on, and the word is utilities, which is something that you would be hearing during the conversation. So anyone wants to take a guess? What is utilities? What do you think is utilities? Raise your hand.
Utilities are-
Yes, go ahead, Jason.
So utility means no, it's always connected with the rent. So rent plus utilities.
Okay. So what do you think is utilities along with rent?
So utilities might be the common area charges if you're living in an apartment, or
Okay.
it can be the electricity bills or water bills.
All right. Brilliant. Thank you, Jason. So now are you ready to listen to this conversation? All of you?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I hope we can hear this right. All right. Can you all hear the conversation?
No.
Okay. So
No.
maybe just a minute. Maybe I'll have to share. Sorry.
You have to make sure that the tab's audio.
You can see that there is.
Yes, continue.
Yeah, sorry. Come again.
Yeah, it's audible now. Please continue. Thank you.
Okay. Just start in a moment.
You can see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hello, I want to rent an apartment. I saw your advertisement about two-bedroom apartment on Bridge Street. The woman answers the phone. Bridge Street, so the word bridge has been written on the top of the form. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully, and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hello, I want to rent an apartment. I saw your advertisement about two-bedroom apartment on Bridge Street.
Bridge Street 32, that's it?
Exactly. But I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I'm listening.
Does rent include all the utilities, such as gas, electricity, phone, etc.?
Yes, sure. You are only responsible to pay the rent. The lease includes cost for such utilities as gas, heat, water, electricity, and phone.
Great. And what about the internet?
Unfortunately, the internet is not connected. But you shouldn't worry about that. If you wish, you can contact the local providers to set up the connection.
Okay. And what kind of public transport is near the apartment?
It is very close to public transport. Both underground and bus station are about 2 blocks away.
Very good. I think I'll rent this apartment.
Very nice. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Yes. It's John Hooper. Hooper is spelled with double O. Double O. Then P-E-R.
Thank you, John. I'm Mary Dixon, and I'll be your apartment manager.
Thank you.
Right. I'll just go back to the right. So I'm going to share with you the questions now. And but before that, what I would like to know is if any of you have any questions regarding the the conversation, or was it clear, or do you have any questions? All of you are good?
Some part of the conversation was not clear, Joseph, in terms of when Mary speaks about the utilities, it was difficult to comprehend or even understand what she was saying. As she progressed into gas, electricity, phone, blah, blah, and the word utilities was a bit challenging to hear. So when you listen to it for the second time, then you're able to kind of understand
Okay.
what she's, because I found it a bit too fast.
Okay. So we'll do one thing. Let's go to the questions, and then after that, we'll see if we still have a challenge. I'll play it once again. Yeah? Is that okay, Suniti?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. Just a minute. So I'm sharing the questions with you. Sorry, I'm juggling between. Yeah. So these are the questions. I'll give you 2 minutes to work on that, and then we'll come back. You have another 20 seconds more. Right. Are we good to go? Or does someone need more time? Okay. Right. Since Amrita raised her hand first, I would rather give a thumbs up. Shall we start with you, Amrita? Maybe we can leave out number 1 because it's already been answered. Uh, Bridge Street is the name of the street. So can you go to number 2 and finish?
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to play the audio again for me to take down the answers. I was taking down the questions.
Okay, fine. I'll do that. No worries. I'll do that. I'm so sorry.
Hello, I want to rent an apartment. Saw your advertisement about 2-bedroom apartment on Bridge Street.
The woman answers the phone. Bridge Street, so the word bridge has been written on the top of the form. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully, and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hello, I want to rent an apartment. I saw your advertisement about 2-bedroom apartment on Bridge Street.
Bridge Street 32, that's it?
Exactly. But I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I'm listening.
Does rent include all the utilities, such as gas, electricity, phone, etc.?
Yes, sure. You are only responsible to pay the rent. The lease includes cost for such utilities as gas, heat, water, electricity, and phone.
Great. And what about the internet?
Unfortunately, the internet is not connected. But you shouldn't worry about that. If you wish, you can contact the local providers to set up the connection.
Okay. And what kind of public transport is near the apartment?
It is very close to public transport. Both underground and bus station are about 2 blocks away.
Very good. I think I'll rent this apartment.
Very nice. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Yes. It's John Hooper. Hooper is spelled with double O. H-double-O. Then P-E-R.
Thank you, John. I'm Mary Dixon, and I'll be your apartment manager.
Thank you.
Right. I think I have overshot the time. So,
Joseph, you have 1 more minute, buffer time. That's okay. So you can wrap it up as you like. Yeah.
oh, okay. Just to wind up, I'm not going into the answering part of it, but probably a few things, maybe 2 things that we could make note of as students. One is to identify the situation, and secondly, to listen to the word indicators. For example, however, finally, but, then, and so on, so that it will kind of help us in predicting what the speaker is going to say. So, for example, if you say however, or if you say finally, that means that is the last part of the conversation, and there would be just enough information out there for us to gather. So thank you very much for your time and for listening patiently. I'm sorry I overshot the time.
Can we give a huge round of applause to Joseph, please?
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you're simultaneously taking notes, just like I am, for your peers. Joseph, you're such a kind teacher. I would love to be in your class.
Thank you.
God bless. You did a great job. Thank you so much. All right. Although, Joseph, you can get to read the comments given by the peers, but any palpitating comments that anybody would like to share, please start with a compliment followed by 1 suggestion. You don't have to read everything, but just the highlight of what you've written. Can any 1 or 2 people go? Those who are comfortable? Yes, Kajal.
I'd like to compliment you about your inclusivity. The way you handled the class, you tried to include everyone. So that maybe, I mean, here all are teachers, but even the weakest of student or the strongest, the brilliant one is, I mean, they feel, all of them feel included. So that was the best part that I got to observe. And 1 suggestion, would be the obvious one, time management.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kajal, very much.
Otherwise, overall,
Anybody-
like, it was nice.
Thank you, Kajal.
Anybody else? Suniti? Yeah.
So I think empathy was the best thing that I found. And suggestion for improvement, I felt probably a transition and recap from what was done in the previous class before we moved into the modeling. That is one point that I thought would be a suggestion for improvement.
Thank you.
Thanks.